Hi guys, welcome to the PM checklist training video for RMS 9 Plus. There's a few more significant changes for the PM checklist than there is the AM, but hopefully this should be the last training video, as between the AM and PM we would have covered everything on the mid checklist. So the first sort of step on here, we'll have a look. Here's my lovely dashboard. That's been affected is printing the registration cards out. So we will have a quick look at that. Actually, firstly, we might just have a quick look at doing your backup reports. I know we did cover that on the AM checklist, but we'll just have a quick look here again. So say if we're doing the arrivals list, we go to reports, daily arrivals, hide our res notes, build. There we go. Our departures list as well, exactly the same. Departures, build, or however you want to do it. Again, really easy in-house. We like to include the PAB and the guest mobile, build. Really sort of easy stuff. I think you shouldn't have a problem with. Alright, so we'll have a look at printing the registration cards. So obviously we do this from our in-out screen. So under reservations, in-out movement, we're going to be having a look at our arrivals for tomorrow. So there's 18. Now we do the same as in select the 6 at a time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, now when we go up to the menu bar up here, don't click bulk registration card, because that's going to print all of them on the list. We want to go to send letter and select registration card, open. Right, so I'm in training at the moment, so it's actually not going to let me open the registration cards. As you can see, I'm in training here, so I can show you how we do the night audit reports, but that will then open up the registration cards and then you can print them from there. Bulk registration cards, I'm not sure, but it pulls the formatting a little bit funny and then happens to print it over 3 separate pages or wonky and whatnot. So if we just make sure we click send letter and then select the registration card, open and print. I will be updating that on the checklists. Now the next we'll have a look at building a cash transaction report. I know that we did that in the AM checklist, but we'll just have another quick look. So reports, accounting, cash transaction, and build. And there's our cash transaction report. Nice and easy. Now this is going to sort of bring us towards the end of our PM shift. We're going to focus on all of the reports that we have to build. The majority of our reports are done on the PM checklist. So the first reports we'll have a look at is doing the cash transaction and banking report, so building our deposit slips. So very much the same as it is currently. So we select reports, accounting, deposit slip, and then we can build under deposit slip. Then we have our deposit slip. That's when we right click save as, save under our nightly reports, whichever one, our night audit reports, in its correct folder, and then you can exit out and then close your banking summary, build, just as normal. Once we've closed it off, we can sort of exit out of it, and then you go back to build your FPOS summary, save, and then go back to close the banking summary, and then save. So you'd right click save. Sorry, not save your closing banking summary, but save your summaries. exactly the same as what we're doing now. Now the next step is a step that has changed quite significantly, but I think it is for the better. I had to sort of play around and watch a couple of tutorials for this. So we will update our nightly tariffs. So I'll show you how to do that. So it's under Utility, Update Nightly Rates. So that's updating our tariffs. As usual, a list comes up. We can sort of check that the rates look right. We're having a look here. Yep, that looks like a hospital, NNVC. Yep, nothing sort of standing out as odd. Maybe that one, that's 150 for a 1-bedroom, looks quite cheap. I'd probably go and have a look at that as to why that looks so cheap. But just do a little bit of investigating, make sure everything looks right. Nothing's at $0, nothing's at $5, anything odd like that. Generally, when you look into it, it probably will explain to you that it's either an FOC or why it's sort of at that rate. Or it could be something we've missed that need to fix. Anyway, so we have a look at there, and then we select print up the top. This is going to open up a form for us to be able to select PDF and then save our report. So right click, save as, save in our night audit reports. Then we can go back to our report and click process. We want to process our nightly rates. So it's all pretty well similar, looks a little bit different, and then that's completed. Great, so this sort of rolls into the next step where there's been quite a few changes of opening a new day. So the opening new day and night audit have been rolled into the same sort of step. And it also comes to a step as well where we have another option to update the tariffs, but I'll explain that more as we sort of go along. So to open a new day, you go to Utilities, New Day / Night Audit. Now it comes up with this screen here with a open new day procedure. So they've noted that there's been some changes and taken some steps, so it makes it easier to identify. Sorry, I just had to pause it there for a moment. Yeah, so it's quite a different looking screen for the open new day and the night audit. So they've sort of rolled it into one. As you can see here, it's got a list of steps. I think it's actually quite cool. So we'll go through it. So here it's got 1 to 5 steps. So we want to make sure that our current accounting system date is today's date, 30th of the 5th, and that our new accounting system date is tomorrow's date, being the 31st. That's all correct. Our properties Quesnara. Now here, it's got a list of our departures not checked out and our arrivals not checked in. So just as we would normally, we need to make sure we've got all of our arrivals in before we open a new day, or it's not going to let us, and all our departures out. So this is a nice little prompt that will pop up with actually the reservation numbers if you haven't checked someone in the system. So it won't let you until you've checked them in. You can actually click straight from this page onto the reservation as it lists here. But as everyone's checked in and out, we can sort of select confirm. And you can see here it's gone through and ticked, okay, no one's left to check out, everyone's checked in, and it's taken us to our nightly rates screen. Now, as this is on training, it's coming up with us to roll the rates again. But as we've already rolled the rates in the step directly before this, there will be nothing there to roll, and you will be able to click continue. Just for sort of for the sake of training, I'll show you to update the nightly rates from here. The reason why we're not going to use this to update the nightly rates is because for some odd reason, it doesn't have an option for us to be able to save this nightly rates report. So we have to do it from the previous screen through this link, this little tab here before this step. So this would usually be blank as we would have previously done it and saved the report. So I'll click update nightly rates here. It's then going to let us select to open a new day. And it's going to say open debtors ledger and night audit reports, select yes. So it's going to open up in tabs up here our night audit report, which will be our exact next step on our checklist to do the night audit. So we can select show debtors analysis, show the AR, exactly the box, the 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 boxes, and then build that report. And then it's going to roll us into doing our debtors ledgers straight after. We've already got the boxes open to then start the steps. So it's pretty cool. It's almost like it's figured out that these are the steps that need to go together and how can we make it more efficient for the users. Now all of the AR reports are exactly the debtors reports are exactly the same as we do them now. So if we were going to do the all ledger, sort by company, no need to make changes to anything else, and build. Now if you wanted to find those reports in RMS, reports, accounting, debtors ledger, exactly where you'd find them usually. And it's exactly the same, so I don't think I need to go through step by step. We've all probably built the debtors ledgers 1,000 times. I will just quickly look over the car registration and how to build that. So we go to reports, daily, in-house, not in-house, reports, daily, reservation list, select today's date only, select in the reservation status arrived, open the more options. We want to hide the reservations notes and show the rego in the notes and build. Same as how we always do it. And that's it. That's our rego list. You can right click and save. Awesome. I just want to go through doing the BDE report as well. So we'll go to charts, to-do chart. Select today's date, which is the 30th. Going to open it up full screen. So you click the view more events. Now we want to view, we want to print and select just the BDE leads and build, just like we do now. And then you can right click and save or create the PDF there. Okay. The management statistics report is exactly the same. I don't think we need to go through that. I'll just show you again. It's all under reports. We've got open daily, management, statistics, and then projected forecast. So it's just really is getting familiar with all of this. The last step I'm going to show you guys is how to open a new day. So not to open a new day, to close off the Levite and SiteMinder website. So we go to charts, the rate and OTA management chart, go to control panel, add, apply a stop sell, select Levite and SiteMinder, and save and exit. We want to select, all of the room types and all the rate types, select the channels, and then save and exit.